today on EA Sports. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And how about his performance in the wild card round last week? Truly one for the record books. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. In fact, the statistician was questionable for this game, trying to recover from that one. And if you didn't know any better, you would have thought they were going 11 on 10 in that game all the way through. But now for this one, can he keep it going? Can he keep the hot hand?
Throwing to start the drive. Russell. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Russell. Going to throw right side here, complete. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Russell. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Off the play fake. Russell. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
He got the win last week, and we all know how infrequently rookie quarterbacks win in the playoffs. So by now, it feels like old hat to him. Well, maybe not old hat, but you got to believe he'll be looser, calmer going into this one. He already knows what it takes to lead a team to victory in the playoffs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than one per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no. But in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. And if you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
To throw again. Russell into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, he certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Russell out to the right here to Wilson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Russell. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Operating from the gun. Russell. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from it.
Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start the drive with Wilson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run the toss here to Wilson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Russell. Dancing to his left, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken it around the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down. Russell. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Russell.
Quick throw. He's got Hunt on the slant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Russell.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throwing after the interception. Russell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Russell.
Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To throw again, Russell.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Right back to him on first down. And some space here. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Randolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down now. Randolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there as time expires in the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go? He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it was the New England Patriots who will be moving on as they eliminate the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Randolph. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's Ward, complete right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Second and 11. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Steelers have got it on cruise control.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Second down, this is Wilson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 3rd down. Russell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Houston.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On first down, Randolph. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll run on 1st down. Randolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Texans are able to claw one back.
Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Randolph.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations
there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
116 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Houston set to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Russell. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Russell. And Thomas has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Russell.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one is caught by Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the 24-yard line.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast it
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
On
first down. Russell, and that's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Off play action. Russell. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
today. It's Madden NFL football. It's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Looking to throw. Ward. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken right about the 40. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Up the middle they go. Randolph. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Moore. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go.
He's got a man, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
They'll run on first down. Randolph. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And now out come the Patriots.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Ward. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ward. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ward.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ward now to throw on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, Fletcher. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now out come the Steelers.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run on 1st down. Randolph.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the 1st half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So the Patriots coming out now.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Ward. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fletcher.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
On 2nd down, it's Fletcher. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 66 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And into the end zone. Touchdown,
Pittsburgh. He returns that punt 73 yards.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
To throw is Ward. Throwing after the interception. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? 4th down now after a loss of 2.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the New York Giants matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. A give to the fullback on the dive. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Moore. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
Now Ward throwing after the interception. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Ward. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try and escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Randolph. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
88 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
New England's offense set to go.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the gun on third down. Moore. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Randolph. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Back to throw. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll run on first down. Randolph. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
Looking for Beasley. Got him on the slant.
Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New England trotting into place on offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Here's Ward, throwing to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back to throw. Ward. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Moore. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back to throw. Moore. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Operating from the gun. Moore. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Talk about two sides of the ball across purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Ward now looking to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun. Moore. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Ward. Throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ward. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Ward. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
The Steelers are AFC champs once again, as we say thanks for watching and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down now, Nance. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Burrow will throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. It's Burrow. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
On first down, Nance. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Nance. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point forthcoming. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 50 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Up the middle they go. Randolph. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Now it's Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up caught.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the 1st quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the 1st as another kickoff is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Burrow on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Now a give, right side. Nance. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nance. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And just a yard to go here on second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Nance. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Baker. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run on first down. Nance. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second and goal, Burrow. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Up the middle they go. Nance. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal? This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
His kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. First down, here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. And escapes the sack. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. He will return this from deep in the... Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. Point after here coming up. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Randolph. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Bucs now. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, Mike 50. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
They'll set up a throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nance.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Nance. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike's 50. I got it.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Here we go. 180. Nice hot. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Nice shot.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give, right side. Randolph.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere
as they bury him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He finds his man, complete. It's Webster, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The middle they go. Randolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Steelers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On first down, Randolph able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Randolph. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy is on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
A final shot now for Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
They end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.